This Chike and Frankedo's wife situation almost happened to me. My ex-husband was a serial malice keeper, and that was what ended our marriage. I was married to this man for 3 years, and it was hell for me. So I dated this man for over a year before we got married, and it was a distance relationship. He was in Lagos while I was staying in Ogun State. It wasn't too far, but I was always traveling to see him sometimes. I was working, he was also working. So we get to see each other mostly weekends, and it wasn't like that when we were dating. There was nothing like malice, because whenever I'm around, all I hear is I missed you, I missed you. And that was how the relationship was until we got married and I moved to Lagos. When I moved to Lagos, I got a job. It wasn't as good as my previous job, but it was something manageable. 1 week after my wedding, exactly 1 week after my wedding, this man started keeping malice with me because I asked him what he wanted to eat. He got angry that I shouldn't have asked him what he wanted to eat. I should have known what to cook. I'm like, I would not always know what to cook. I will need your suggestions. Is it bad for you to tell your wife what you want to eat so I can make it? This man did not talk to me for 7 days. I said 7 days after my wedding, I did not talk to my husband for the next 7 days because I asked him, honey, what do you want to eat? It was so bad that within that 1 week of malice, I was already thinking of leaving my marriage of less than 2 weeks. I have never been in a relationship that was keeping malice with me, let alone marriage. Just marriage of 1 week. My husband was not ashamed. If anybody had stopped you on the road and asked you, why are you not talking to your wife? You will say it is because my wife asked me what I wanted to eat. Like, he kept malice with me for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months for the silliest reasons. If I begin to list all the reasons why my husband kept malice with me, you people will call me crazy for staying in that marriage for 3 years. If you give my husband the wrong spoon, he will not talk to you for 3 days. If you give my husband the wrong cloth, he won't talk to you for 1 week. He is a serial malice keeper. When I heard Frankedo's interview, I was like, this one they learn. My husband was worse, and I couldn't stay in that marriage because of that. To be honest with you, if any man had given me any attention outside my marriage, I am 100% sure that I would have cheated on my husband, because my husband is not emotionally there for me. He will be keeping malice. In a year, I can count how many times this man will touch me. If any man had given me a little green light, I would have gone. I would have cheated multiple times. And I'm not even saying it because I'm a bad wife or because I love to cheat, but that is how bad it was. My husband will stay and keep malice for 3 months because of a useless reason. Sometimes I'll be ashamed to even say the reason out. When I started complaining to my sister about what was happening in my home, she was laughing at me because she did not believe me. It was so silly, to the point that I would tell somebody that my husband is not talking to me, he's not eating my food, he's not sleeping in the same bedroom with me because I gave him a wrong spoon. My sister will be laughing. What do you mean spoon? Your husband is not sleeping in the room because of spoon. I will be telling people they think I'm crazy and they think it's funny, but it wasn't funny what I was experiencing in that house. I decided that I was not going to get pregnant for this man because I did not even know how the pregnancy was going to be. So I will not get pregnant. I will be in pain. Maybe I say, baby, help me to cook. He will keep malice with me for 3 months or till I give birth because I asked him to do something for me. I have never experienced that kind of man in my entire life. When I was dating, there is no iota of malice because we barely even had any misunderstandings. It is always, I miss you, I miss you. If I stay for 3 days, it's always very perfect. During our wedding, I brought a particular spoon that I loved so much, and they were very expensive to the house. If I give him that spoon, it is a problem. He only wanted the one he bought with his money. If I buy a plate that I like with my own money, he will not eat with it, and he won't talk to me because I spent money to buy plate. He will say I'm undermining his property. It was so bad, and I'm here to share my experience because there are so many men out there who keep malice with their wife. Women do it too, and if I see women keeping malice, I will say, now woman character. But the way men are doing it these days is becoming so annoying. So after 1 year of our marriage, my husband started complaining that I had not gotten pregnant and we should go and do tests if I'm okay. We went to the hospital. We are both okay. Now I want to ask you how I'm going to get pregnant when in a year you are keeping malice with me for 7 months. In the remaining 3 months, you will touch me like 4 or 5 times. Is that how I'm supposed to get pregnant? Even though I was purposely avoiding getting pregnant for him because I did not want wahala. And I didn't know how I wanted to tell my parents that just 1 year of marriage I wanted to leave. Me that was already thinking of leaving after 1 week of marriage. How will I tell my parents that I want to leave? That was what I was thinking. I was just managing myself in that house until my husband got a woman pregnant. So you can keep malice with your wife because of spoon, plates, and useless things, but you have the mind to go and get somebody else pregnant. When I heard it, I was not angry, but I was relieved. I said, my husband got somebody else pregnant. Glory be to Jesus. This is my opportunity to run away from this man. I went to my parents' house. I was so angry, foaming that I was angry. I said, I can never never forgive. He was begging that the lady will get rid of the pregnancy. I was praying so that girl will not get rid of the pregnancy because I don't want to stay in that marriage anymore. It was the perfect excuse for me, because when I'm telling people about the malice, they think I was joking, and that was how I ran away for my life. I stayed with this man for almost 3 years before I left. God just answered my prayers. Immediately I left that marriage, I met somebody else, somebody that matched my energy, a good man. Currently we are dating, and hopefully I'm going to get married to the love of my life very soon. And this time around, I didn't do any distant relationship. In fact, I will stay in his house for 4 months, 3 months before I will even visit my house. Dating a man that keeps malice is like staying with the devil, and it is not recommended at all.